That could put 10 men out of business for a lifetime.
Yeah. One more?
What about that one?
Oh, man, they could do some damage, too.
As much?
No, it's smaller.
Well, the big stuff comes in small packages.
It's true.
Come on, Alice, get off the fence. You've done this before. Help me out.
No, Charles, this is rough.
You've cracked rougher. Which one of these would Angie like?
You're the wrong masters when you're talking about diamonds. You should be talking to Ava. She's the expert on diamonds. But I gotta warn you, big diamonds are better diamonds to her.
Money's no issue. I just want to make sure it's something really special so that she knows how much I really care about her.
All she has to do is look at that dumbstruck look on your face and she'll know.
My dumbstruck look is temporary.
What are you in such a hurry for? I mean, shouldn't you be taking your time with this?
Time's up. I'm not going to put this wedding on hold 1 second longer.
1 day, 2 days is not putting a wedding on hold.
We should have been married months ago. Angela wanted to, but I just kept stalling. I don't want to get married for this reason, that reason, whatever.
And that whatever is Jacob, right?
Yeah, Angela hit it right on the head.
Well, she has a tendency to do that.
Yeah, she said that Jacob was trying to come in between us, and I was playing right into his hands. Yeah. Well, no more, good buddy.
Hey, listen, am I invited to this thing? I mean, is my invitation in the mail, or what's the deal?
It all depends on how you behave between now and then.
Oh, I see. My behavior is important.
Yeah, then we'll see.
Okay, well, I'll watch myself.
Yeah, well, what about this one?
You kidding me, right? You can afford that? That's a whole year's pay there.
Just a year? Too cheap. What about that one?
Oh, sure, that's a good one, yeah. You know, Casey and Allie, when they first got together, Casey found this plastic ring, this box of candy or whatever, and she wore that ring. Yeah, I know.
Casey.
Yeah.
And Danny Roberts running around scot-free.
And Jocelyn, his sister, she's downtown in the mayor's office, having everybody jump through hoops. She's blaming Graham. She says that Graham forced him, this poor, unfortunate child, into this life of crime.
I just can't believe Graham did all this.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. You know, Graham was I was gonna say he was a good cop. What really hurts is he was a friend.
Yeah. Well, he's getting what he deserves, right?
Yeah, sure.
Danny Roberts, you don't think he's gonna walk to you?
I'm worried about that. I'll tell you one thing. Jocelyn and I are going to butt heads over him.
Hey, you watch her.
I'll watch her. Come on, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's depressing. Let's, I don't want to ruin this for you.
Yeah, if Jacob Johnson couldn't ruin it, nobody can. Actually, I'm kind of glad he turned up.
Oh, yeah, right. Like you needed that test in life.
No, but it feels good to know we passed.
Oh, and you did. You did with flying colors. Come on, man. Pick a ring. Let's get out of here. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies in here.
They're all starting to look the same, man.
All right, that's it.
Hey, wait. Hey, where you going?
I'm going to go get the ring expert, Ava. She'll pick a ring out for you before you can say...
I can't afford it?
Oh, long before you say that.
Good. Well, actually, it's kind of a family thing. I'm doing it for my mother. So.
Oh, yes, the things I've done for my mother.
I heard that.
Alex? Hey, come on back here. We're decent. That's my husband. Well, come back. I want you to meet somebody.
Oh.
See, this is my husband, Alex Masters. This is
What the
Jocelyn. I
hell
didn't
are
catch
you
her.
doing here? That's your question. What are you doing here?
She's a customer buying a suit. I'm very sorry about this. I have no idea what
There's been a misunderstanding.
Do you know who this customer is?
She's a very nice woman.
This
I don't
is
want you to
Danny
talk to-
Roberts' sister. You remember Danny? Danny, the man who had a hand in killing Casey? Who also had a hand in attempting to rape Allie?
That's your brother?
I'm very sorry, Mrs. Masters. I didn't know that this was your husband.
They say that you can't pick your family, but lawyers sure in the hell can pick their clients. This woman's manipulations has got Danny back out on the street.
I did what any competent lawyer would have
And the
done.
first thing he did was walk straight to Allie's house.
Mrs. Bowman?
Visit. No, Danny harassed Mrs. Bowman.
What did he do?
What? After he delivered a bouquet of flowers and pretended that he was a delivery man, after that...
Don't get started.
With all due respect, Detective, that hardly constitutes harassment.
His mere existence constitutes harassment as far as I'm concerned.
Well, could we please stick to the facts?
All right, fine. You want to stick to the facts? The fact is, your client is going to stay away from Allie. Do you understand that?
Look, let's go to my office and discuss this, but
She didn't even file a complaint. She
I filed a complaint. Your client has a restraining order on him.
Detective, I'm not going to get in a shouting match with you, particularly not in a public place. No, if you want to talk to me, make an appointment with my office, and I'll...
I do not make appointments with crooked lawyers.
Alex, now, that's enough.
Don't you ever talk to me like that again. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Masters.
It's happening again, Alex.
What is?
You. Getting personally involved in a case. Now, I know this is about Casey and Allie, but you are not going to bring him back.
Yeah, but I can punish the people they're putting there.
Not if you overstep your bounds. They could kick you off the case, not to mention the force.
I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about Allie.
Then stay in a place where you can actually help her. Alex, act like a cop, not a vigilante. Please, honey, please, please.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just that woman, I swear to
You know
you.
something I have to tell you. It's very hard for me to believe that that's the same woman you
Yeah,
used to
we'll believe it.
Well, it's too bad.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad for everybody.
Well, that's not what I meant. I kind of liked her.
Alex, I got your message. What's so urgent?
Since when do you need a gun?
A gun. I have never handled a gun in my entire life.
Then why did you apply for a gun permit?
See? No gun.
This is an application for a gun permit. Is that your signature, Allison Bowman?
All right, fine, Alex. But if the state says fit to let Danny Roberts out on bail to come and go and to threaten people as he pleases, then I have a right to protect myself.
Danny Roberts has a restraining order on himself. And if he comes within 150 feet of you, he goes back to jail.
Do you really think he's afraid of a piece of paper?
Do you really think that a gun is going to solve your problems?
Well, maybe if I would have had one the night he almost raped me or he led Casey into that trap, things wouldn't have turned out the way they did.
You shouldn't have a gun around tight on you, know it. Everybody watches this junk on TV and they think they can have a pearl-handled gun in their person and it's going to solve all their problems, but it's not.
Does that mean I don't get the permit?
Allie, listen to me. I want to get this guy just as bad as you do, but this is not the way. Now listen to me. I want you to take Tyler, and I want you to come over to Ava and I's house, all right?
I am so sick of being afraid. And I am so sick of hiding. I've got to start taking charge of my own life. Now, what is going on with Danny's trial?
Don't put too much stock in the trial, all right? The lawyer is trying to plea bargain.
No, Alex, you can't let that happen.
Allie,
Not with Casey dead.
Allie.
You can't let that
Allie.
happen.
Allie, I'm doing all I can do, okay? Now, I want you to go and talk to Gwen now, all right?
What?
Allie, what are you doing here?
She's, I asked her to come down. Gwen has got a victim support group going, and I think it's important that she be in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see her.
Alex, what's really going on?
Why don't you tell me? What are you doing down here?
I'm worried about you.
You're worried about me, huh? Well, don't worry about me. I'm just frustrated, that's all. I got the DA, who's involved in Danny Roberts' plea bargain, on her way down here right now.
Hey, Alex, I came for a specific reason. I have to go to Florida tonight on Brunel's business.
Florida, tonight?
I know. I was supposed to go last week, but they're going to open the new store sooner and they need me down there, so I could cancel if you really need me to, but I don't think it's wise to do right now, Alex.
think it would help us out all a lot if you spoke at the next victim support group meeting. These people need to know that law enforcement is behind them.
Detective Masters,
Detective Masters, I just wanted to let you know personally that Miss Brown and I have completed negotiations on the Danny Roberts case.
Look, let's do this in
No. I would like to hear this.
Yeah, well...
Casey was my husband.
I see. Well, then I'm sure you'll be very happy to know that Mr. Daniel Roberts has agreed to testify against Graham. With his testimony, Graham will never spend another day free.
Counselor, I believe her question was about Danny Roberts.
Yes, and as I said, he's cooperating with the state. In return, we've agreed to drop the charges against him.
He testifies, he gets off, and that's it?
His lawyer has presented convincing proof that Graham used his position right here in this department to force Danny to sell drugs.
And that's a lie, and you know it.
Alex, it is right here. Graham has admitted he brought Danny in on trumped-up charges and then threatened him.
Well, someone who was entrapped really enjoyed their work.
Look, he's willing to name names. He's willing to give us dealers, suppliers, and tell us how they infiltrated the school.
Is he going to tell you how he kidnapped me and left my little boy standing at the airport by himself? Is he going to tell you that?
Allie, I want you to go to work. Let me handle this, okay?
What about how he almost raped me?
Allie.
Is he going to tell you that? Or was that Graham's fault, too? Now, I know that Graham shot Casey. I saw it. But it was Danny who kept me hostage and lured Casey there. And it was Danny who kept us locked up until Graham could get there. Do you think he's going to tell you about the little visit he paid me at my house? Saying tough luck about your husband. Could you use some money for you and the kid? Is he going to tell you that? Is he going to tell you any of that?
Allie, honey, don't do this to yourself. Look, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bowman. Truly. I'm really sorry.
Alex, you've got to say something. You have got to make her understand.
The deal's done. There's nothing we can do. It's over.
No. Oh, it's not over.
Allie, don't you even think
Not
about
over.
it.
Allie, please don't. Allie!
The next victims group meeting is next Friday. I'll see what I can do to get Allie there. It might help. Gwen.
The nerd?
Yeah.
Gwen?
Yeah?
Doing a pretty good job. Kind of surprised.
Thanks.
Alex, I want you to promise me something.
Sure.
While I'm gone, don't do anything stupid to Danny Roberts. Believe me, if doing something to that man would help, I would do it. Just keep an eye on Allie for me, all right?
All right.
All right. I love you.
Have a good time in Florida.
Yeah.
Come back fast.
Hi, it's Allie. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
We didn't finish our conversation about the guns. It's a bad idea. I'm gonna quash your request. Just let everything play out, Allie. Danny is gonna get what's coming to him. Yeah, I'd like to speak to somebody on the editorial page. Thanks. Yeah. How would you like to run a story in this evening's papers that would probably get picked up by the wire services? I thought so. Okay, here's the story. There's a guy by the name of Danny Roberts.
On 3 is not a woman.
Roberts allowed to go free. Count on at least 20 newly addicted children and a few dead ones. Oh, Alex, that really is wonderful.
I just hope it makes him sweat. No, oh, your hands are wet. What is it? What?
Can we go bowling now?
Please.
No, please. Come on, let's go, Tyler.
You're getting ketchup all over me. Wipe your hands off. Here. Okay, go.
Thanks.
For what?
Came out telling Grandma about the gun permit.
What gun permit? A gun wouldn't have done you any good, Allie.
Well, it would have done me good today at the gym. Danny Roberts is going to be working there.
She what?
When I saw him, I thought I was imagining things.
So who?
Danny Roberts. Apparently he's working at Allie's gym.
Oh, no, Allie.
But he's not going to be for long, not if I have anything to say about it.
Well, Allie, you can just quit that job.
I'm not going to quit.
Well, Allie, you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation.
I need my job.
Well, there are other jobs.
I like my job, and he is not going to continue to ruin my life.
Allie, there are some things it is better just to walk away from.
I can handle him, and I know how.
Well, I guess I'll have to think of a better reason to change your mind.
Damn it. I told that DA it was stupid to try to strike a deal with that jerk.
Maybe you should have given me that gun permit after all.
Allie, don't even think about it. I would...
Thanks a lot, Detective.
Excuse me?
Your little editorial?
Oh, did you enjoy it? It's always nice to see family members' names in the paper, isn't it?
Cost me my job.
Oh, and here I thought I was going to hear nothing but bad news today. Oh, Jocelyn, I want you to meet someone. This is Allie Bowman, the widow of the man your brother helped to kill.
Gwen. Mrs. Bowman, I guess there really aren't any words. No. Your brother said no. You'll excuse me, I'm sure. You certainly weren't at a loss, though, were you?
For words? Mm-hmm. I thought for a non-pro I did rather well.
Subversion of the system? Miscarriage of justice?
True. Not exactly original, but it made the point.
And you only threw my name in about 20 times.
Oh, come on. Twice.
Once was enough to totally screw me.
Why all the outrage, counselor? Are you ashamed of what you've done?
I told my boss I was on vacation.
Ooh, naughty, naughty.
Someone faxed him a copy of your lousy editorial. Someone, oddly enough, from the Corinth Police Department.
We'll have to have our fax machine dusted for prints.
When he found out I was working pro bono, not to mention subverting the system, it was see you later, Miss Brown.
With all due respect, Miss Brown, I didn't ask you to take your brother's case. Now, I'm sorry you got fired, but I really think that the justice system can live without you.
You think you're sorry now? You just wait.
After her job, frankly, after her job, frankly, I'm not all that sorry.
Okay.
You taking off already?
Yes, I told Stephanie I was going to stop by.
I get Tyler.
Yes, you do.
We go bowling again.
Sure.
I want you to know this thing with Danny Roberts, it's not over. Not by a long shot. I guarantee you that. Believe me.
Oh, I do. I believe it.
He's a funny man. 10,000 comedians out of work, and you're looking for a laugh.
Oh, I said that's no rodent. That's my wife.
Alice, I need your help.
What's the matter?
I want you to arrest Stacy Forbes.
Let me get this straight. Stacy sent a skunk to your party?
That's right.
Well, how did the skunk get to the party?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, was he in disguise or did he have a forged invitation?
Oh, you think this is funny?
Well,
It's not funny. I spent thousands of dollars on that party, and she ruined it.
well, actually, the skunk ruined it.
She sent the skunk. The skunk sprayed my guests, destroyed all the food, made me the laughing stock of the town, not to mention the advertising industry.
This is more serious than I thought.
Oh, the worst part about it was that Richard Wilkins got it all on tape.
Who's Richard Wilkins?
The tabloid reporter.
Is he related to the skunk in any way?
You know what, Masters? You better take me seriously.
I'm sorry. I am taking you seriously. All right, let's go over this again. Everything was going fine at your party until the skunk arrived.
Alex. Alex!
I'm sorry, Tess. I'm sorry.
I lost thousands of dollars in potential business, and that Wilkins ran that tape this morning on that cheesy talk show.
Yes. Tess, really, honestly, what do you really expect me to do?
Arrest Stacy Forbes. I am going to file criminal charges.
Oh, Cass, listen to yourself. Look, I tell you what. I want you to talk to Gwen about this, okay?
What does Gwen have to do with this?
Gwen, could you...
I'm the department psychologist. Tess, can you give me a description of the skunk?
This shouldn't take but a second. Man, what do they want to see you about? You got me. Alex.
Oh, hey, Charles.
What's going on, man?
We're here to welcome the new police chief.
That's why you call me? You gotta be kidding, man. I'm getting married today.
Charles, I thought it would be politically correct for you to be
Yeah, well, you
here.
thought wrong. Come on, man.
Whoa, wait a minute. As long as you're here, don't you want to know who it is?
I know who it is. Some soft-bellied bureaucrat who never even worked a case in his life, right?
It's actually worse than that.
How could it be worse?
It's you.
What? Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I'm dead serious. You're the new police chief. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Charles.
Thanks a lot. I can't believe this. You want me to be chief of police?
If anybody can bring some morale back to the department after this Graham scandal, it's you, Charles.
Well, thank you, sir.
So you accept?
Actually, I don't know what to say.
How about I do?
I'm saving that for later. How about I will?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Alex, I guess that makes me your boss.
Yeah, now just take it easy. Don't let it get to your head now.
You just watch it, Masters. I'm gonna be on you like a white on rice.
Speaking of rice.
Yeah, she's right. I like to stay and boss you around, but I got a wedding to star in. Shall we?
We shall.
Well, it won't be long now. Another half an hour and you can kiss your sweet freedom goodbye.
Just what I need right now, man. A meeting.
Come on, man. It's a wedding. You know, at weddings, women are allowed to cry and men are actually allowed to smile. It's not a smile. That's a grimace.
I'm nervous, man.
You want to call this thing off? Do you want me to go up there and get the preacher before he gets all suited up? Okay.
Hey, man. I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for months.
Okay, so what's your problem?
I've never done it before.
Well, actually, it's quite easy. They make it very easy for men. All you have to do is listen to the preacher. When he says, will you, you say, I do.
This collar's tight.
You're going to be all right. I'll be there, man. I'm your partner. If anything happens, like if you faint or anything, I'll give you mouth to mouth. Hey, baby.
Whoa.
So how does it feel being the big kahuna now?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to boss anyone around. Yet.
Don't be looking at me. I have trouble enough with authority figures as it is.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Now, Higgins over there, yeah, you can boss him around. He's a yes man. Go on over and boss him around.
No.
No, have him go get us a couple of cups of coffee.
No, man, I'm not going to do it.
Come on, do it.
All right. Higgins.
Yeah?
A couple of coffees, one black, one light.
Yes, sir.
Feels good to be king.
Well, listen, now that you've ascended to your throne, oh high one, what am I going to do about a partner?
Well, who do you want to work with, my son? Just point.
Well, what about, Can I help you?
Well, actually, I was hoping I might be able to help you. It's about the Brewster stalker.
Do you know something about the Brewster stalking case?
I'm not sure. I think I might be on to something, but I'm gonna have to check it against your evidence.
Our evidence?
Well, you have collected evidence, haven't you?
Well, we haven't personally. I guess we've got some stuff down in the evidence room.
Not much, if I recall. Miss Brewster wasn't too cooperative.
Yeah, well, I think one of you guys hurt her feelings. She's very touchy, trust me. So what do you say? Can I take a peek at what you have?
Excuse me, Mr.
Salito. Tony Salito.
Yeah, Tony Salito. Why don't you just give us what you have, and we'll do the detective work.
Well, I thought you said you weren't working the case.
We're not, but we'll give it to the detectives who are. That's how it works.
Yeah, well, I'd really prefer to look at the evidence myself, if you don't mind.
Excuse me, Alex. I'm not really concerned with what you'd prefer, Mr. Salito. We're not in the habit of allowing civilians to peruse our case files.
Charles.
Yeah.
This is Steph's bodyguard.
So?
Why, he might know something.
Look, guys, I don't want to step on any toes here. I mean, I think we're all on the same team, am I right?
Well, I don't know about
Listen, think of me as a PI, okay? Now, I know a private investigator isn't the same as being a cop, but I was hoping maybe we could pool our information.
You're right. It's not the same as being a cop.
Well, actually, he was a cop, NYPD, right?
Trained, but never sworn. But I never miss an episode of NYPD Blue. Does that count?
Look, I'm not saying you're not competent. It's just not protocol.
Protocol? That's my word for the day, protocol. How about that?
Your word for the day.
Yeah, every day you know what, guys? That's really not important right now. Look, I'm all for protocol, which incidentally could also mean politeness as well as correct procedure. But correct procedure doesn't always catch the bad guys. And I believe that's what we all want here. Am I right?
Right. Right.
Look.
Right?
Guys, I'm not looking to make the collar here. I just want to get this nut job before he does some serious damage to my client. What do you say?
I could always stay in a room with him while he's looking at the evidence.
Officially, I gotta say no. But if you want to look at the evidence and Mr. Salito here happens to be looking over your shoulder, I might not notice. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Make sure that the desk sergeant gets a copy of this, will you? Okay, great. Thanks.
You know, I don't know if this is evidence or garbage. I take it you ran this by forensics?
Yeah, and we've got electricity and telephones here, too.
Just asking. And?
Come up with nothing. No prints. Some fiber, though.
Oh, yeah? What kind of fiber?
Well, we don't really know. Not back from the lab being tested yet. Let me give them a call, see where they are on it.
Great. Can I see the file?
This stays in the room.
You're the boss.
Robert, Alex. Not too much. Doing good, thanks. Listen, do you have any results on the test on the Brewster stalking case, the fiber we gave you? You think you can step on it? We're going to be needing it sometime this year. All right, you know where to find me. Thanks, bye.
And?
Excuse me.
You gave him the file?
Aren't you supposed to be in your office looking the other way?
Alex, what do you really know about this kid? He was on the force in New York. Besides that, what else?
Well, he graduated top of his class at the academy.
Huh? So what's he doing wasting his time as a bodyguard?
Well, that's a good question. He seems to know what he's doing.
God, it is Tess.
So, did you figure it out?
What's that?
The stalker. Do you know who it is?
I'm quick, but not that quick. But hey, thanks.
Sure. Anytime.